Geographically, they're relatively close, but politically they are poles apart, with the inner Sydney seat of Grayndler the most left-leaning and the southern Queensland seat Maranoa the nation's most right-leaning region.
Well, most of them are conservative people around here. There's no sort of radical groups that I know of.
But I've always been a conservative sort of voter and I've been brought up country.
And Maranoa takes in a big part of the country, 730,000 square kilometres. Fred Moncada runs a restaurant in Warwick, and the economy is playing on his mind.
The only thing that really interests me when I watch them on TV and that, I always keep my ears open to see what are you going to do to help small business. And that might seem a bit selfish, but you know, small business makes the world go round in Australia, and none of them have really come up with a concrete way of stimulating the economy and helping us.
People here are also worried about education and health services.
There's a lot of beds that get shut down that need to be looked at to keep open for the people. So there's not such a big waiting list.
My husband's a lung transplant patient, and I think more should be put into helping transplants.
According to the ABC's Vote Compass, the 10 most right-leaning seats are all in Queensland, even though one is held by Labor and another by independent Bob Katter. The most left are in the southeast, including the inner Sydney seat of Wentworth, held by Liberal Malcolm Turnbull, with the number 1 spot of Grayndler taking in Sydney's inner west, including parts of Newtown.
People are friendly. You can walk down the street in your pyjama, nobody cares. Yeah.
I live here because it's the most left-wing place in the country. I'd move countries if I couldn't find somewhere else in Australia similar to Newtown.
The locals are also worried about the economy, health and education, along with the environment, and with a big gay population, same-sex marriage.
I know a lot of gay friends and that, but I'm not gay myself, but still, they're very nice people, you know, so it's up to them. If you think you want to be married, I think they should be.
People stand up for what they believe in, and regardless of what everyone else says.
And in a few days' time, every Australian will finally get their chance to stand up for what they believe in as 14 million people go to the polls. Adrian Rochella, ABC News.